All right, I made it back home. I went on a little trip around to try to get my CDL, which I didn't get totally, and I kind of just talk about it in all these videos I'll have to post. I figured I'll like post this one just to explain where I went to if anybody's wondering. Um, to kind of keep the continuity of the channel, I'll post this video. I got to figure out what videos I made and where they are. Um, I guess overall. So this video, so the other videos I'll post in front of this video, after this video, are all gonna be for a month a period of time. I made like one or two a week, and I don't know what I'm talking about. Like if it is important or what I would think now if I watched my videos. I guess when I think of these videos, they're kind of embarrassing to me. Um, and they're kind of like I'm kind of like, oh man, like today there was this girl that I was trying to, she wants to quit smoking cigarettes, and I'm like, all right, well first, I'm trying to tell her my strategy, and she's like, yeah, I get some of that, and she's like, no, no, that's not right, because I'm like, you could get Chantix, or you could get the patch, or you could get Wellbutrin, and she didn't totally agree with me on all of that. She doesn't want to take medicine, and I think the best thing is just to quit anyway. Like quit, however you do. But there's some side effects that are really, really bad of quitting smoking and stuff. I mean, it's one of the most addictive drugs that just mess people up psychologically. You know, is cigarettes. For a period of time, and so they can make people really super depressed and like just do crazy stuff. So I can't really say like here is the steps to doing it, like because if she wants to quit, she's gonna have to figure out however she can like how to do that, because what you're doing if you're quitting anything, I think, is you're teaching yourself how to quit something. And so if somebody's like, go over there and shovel the sidewalk, you're gonna be like, okay, so I need to shovel, I need to walk, I need clothes, I need to like pick it up, and I need to like shovel it off the right direction, and it's got to be look a certain way, and maybe the shovel's gonna move. However, all this little steps in there. Well, when you quit something, it's like the same thing. It's like you're not doing something, but you have to know how to react every time you want to do that thing that you're quitting. So if you're all of a sudden you're like, oh, I feel really bad, you might have to go, oh yeah, I remember, it's because I'm quitting. And then you might like have to change your diet and how you eat, because you might gain a bunch of weight, or you might not be digesting food the right way. So there's a huge process to quitting anything, to where it really is like you're working a lot harder to quit, and you're and the not quitting. So I just kind of wanted to um, mention that a friend trying to quit, and when like I guess one thing for quitting is that I would never say there's a right way for everybody, and that like that everybody, the way people quit things is all would all be different. I know a friend that he chews and drinks, and he drank for like, and I've talked about him. He drank for like 15 years every day, probably for 15 years, drinking up to like 20, 30 beers a day for years. Um, and when he quit because he got in trouble over his daughter. It was, and he didn't do anything really that bad, except he fell asleep when he's supposed to be watching her. And what happened was, he quit drinking because of that. And I've never seen him quit drinking, and now he's doing better than he's ever done, and everything's working out good and right at the moment. And he just quit. He just quit one night, and he never drank again ever. And he just put up with it. He like changed his mind and just quit. And he did that forever. He drank forever. With chewing tobacco or like smoking, he'll smoke just kind of like for fun, and he'll just quit. He'll just he just won't have them, and he just won't do it. And I think that's so insane that he can just do that, all that so easily, so flawlessly, and still have a good mindset about stuff. So anyway, like everybody has their things, the ways they do things. So I'll keep making these videos like always, and update what's going on. So I'm good. I'm pretty good. I got to go take my tests again, and I don't know. Life is one thing. I guess I'll mention is just like have about the kind of depression is a lot of times I get a chance to exercise quite a bit for work, and I don't make much money, which is depressing. But all this traveling I did the last few months, I think so. I don't know if this is true, but clinical depression is when you have everything you need, but you're depressed. So the other type of, and I might be wrong about that, but the other type of depression is not having enough of what you need, or like not having things like a roof over your head or food, which can make you depressed, or so in there seasonal depression and stuff. But one thing I can really big thing I could say is that every time I ever get a chance to get in a car and drive somewhere new, or travel, or go on an adventure, or change my lifestyle, or get into a new kind of job, I'm always kind of happy. I'm always thinking about new things in the future. It's always got me my mind moving. And every time I get stuck somewhere where I can't totally afford the bills, or I'm having certain problems or whatever with being able to mostly pay the bills or have time, that's when I get most depressed. So it's like you can see like a vacation can do like really great things for your life. And even like going back to school, where you go to school, anything, I think can do really positive things for your life. So I'll just kind of say that in the end. But good luck, and I'll post these other videos here.